The Ravens Flock presents Theblackfiles, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat, pop open a cola with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, it's a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So, whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of Theblackfiles.
That's right, folks. Happy to be here tonight with everybody here joining us on Wednesday, June 26th. The final days wrapping up the month of June as we go into July.
We appreciate that.
How's it already almost July? What the heck?
I know!
Time flies really fast.
Tempest fugit my dick. It's not freaking fugiting anywhere. It's not flying. Time is warping space around itself in order for it to go faster just to spite us. That's what time's doing. It's not flying. Flying can be calculated on a chronometric level but you can't measure warping. You can't measure warping through space using time, and I don't remember any more of my relativistic hyper physics, the quantum physics shit enough to be able to continue my gag. But I'm gonna drop the gag right there. Welcome to the Ravens Flock's podcast, Theblackfiles, folks. I'm your host, Juan Arauz, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team, a man who, despite my sincerest efforts, I have not... Actually, you know what? Yes, I have. I have been able to actually get Windows installed onto a Mac before. That's one thing that I will always be proud of. I did that just to spite the Mac kids. Now, if I was able to do that at an Apple store, that's one thing. But no, I just did it in a classroom. And that was still pretty damn funny. And thankfully, I am not alone. Joining me tonight are the usual suspects. First off, let's go ahead and say hello to the lovely ladies of the Ravens Flock, our cosplay twins extraordinaire, xeiana Rose and Dragon Fang cosplay. How you doing tonight, ladies?
Hi, guys. Hi, we're doing good. You know, just perpetually tired pigeons.
I feel that.
That's all of us at this point.
Yeah, we're just crawling on the ground going, sleep.
I feel that pain all too well. It's one of my banes against against the form of humanity that I cannot escape to save my life. And of course, let's not forget the man who started it all, the founder of the Ravens Flock, the executive producer and content manager of our channel, and the host of our flagship show, The Ravens Flock, live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and his personal pet project favorite show, Wrestle Rewind, live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's give it up for Mr. Jose Casabona!
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, Juancho. Happy to be here with all my friends here on this channel and everybody watching at home. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy watching this as much as we enjoy making this content for all of you.
Damn right. We over here on the Theblackfiles, we do like to dig into the darker sides of nerd and pop culture, and we usually hone in on one singular subject in our shows. And normally, I would have a little more of a clever segue, but I don't, because I'm a little brain foggy due to new meds that I'm on. By the way, it works, but it's also it also feels like nothing happened, so it's weird. Girls, you know what I'm talking about. It was the one thing I told you about. It works, but it feels like nothing was done. Mm-hmm. I guess that means that it's working properly.
Did you sleep?
Did you sleep? Did you have a nice sleep?
Then it was worth it.
It's weird, but it is bizarre. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Jose, why don't you do us all a favor? Go ahead and help us take care of the usual housekeeping here while I try to get my brains unscrambled.
Not a problem. Just like all our other shows, folks, we are simulcasting on YouTube and on Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism and become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we have been working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission, and in order for us to continue being able to do that, the one thing that has been standing in our way is the fact that we have to dedicate a sizable portion of our daily lives to jobs we need in order to pay our bills. But with your help, we can turn this channel into our jobs. We would like that very much. And it would allow us to continue to improve the quality and quantity of our programming. And just imagine we'd be able to have Angel here on a more regular basis. Don't you guys want more Angel Mendez? Don't you need that
more Angel Mendez? In fact, Angel Mendez is just one of the many things that's great about our channel, man. We have an incredible audience. We stream 4 shows every week, and once again, we have an amazing audience. Like, we don't just leave them on read. We actually engage with them.
Like, I was actually going to say the same thing here, Jose. Like, the fact of the matter is that we've got an incredible team all together. We're basically family at this freaking point. And I love every one of them together.
We've been family for a long time.
Yeah, no, seriously. Well, yeah.
RJ.
You know what I mean. With your continuing support, the only thing that we've ever asked of our audience is to continue proselytizing on behalf of the Ravens flock, spreading the good word, as it were. And with your continuing support, we can and will succeed. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. We've got Carisi Randall Sama, Matthew Coburn, Mr. Geek Me Out, and Brandon Torres is in the chat. Hey up, folks. Welcome one and all to the Blackfiles. Mr. Geek Me Out was asking, did you hear that Spaceballs 2 is coming soon? Yes, Spaceballs 2. The search for more money.
The video game.
The search for more money.
Where is that video game? I want it.
Wait, there was a Spaceballs video game?
No. If they made a Spaceballs video game, where is it? I want it.
Spaceballs, the video game. Spaceballs, the trading card game. Spaceballs, the mobile app. What does it do? Nothing. But it lets you know when someone's made a Spaceballs reference.
Spaceballs VR. Oh God.
Spaceballs VR. Merchandising. Where the real money of the movie gets made.
Hey guys,
right, listen, guys.
Listen,
guys. As much as I want to pine over and dream about a sequel to Spaceballs, listen. To my response to Mr. Geek Me Out, I'll believe it when I see it.
Same here. Sorry, buddy. Like I want to believe so bad, but unless it was like with History of the World,
man.
It was like with History of the World Part 2 that Mel Brooks put out for Hulu as like a special 5-night event. Unless I see it, I ain't believing it. And Brandon Torres, Ravens flock for the culture. You're damn right. We are cultured individuals. We try to expound upon our audience knowledge and infotainment of the highest quality and highest caliber. Usually, in the world of nerd and geek culture and pop culture and everything in between. We've got plenty of other folks who do their nerd culture news, and 99% of the time they're it's like that rip-off verse Muppet music video that Andy Signore shared earlier this week of Star Wars is dead. Give me your money. Star Wars is dead. Give me your money. I'm like, that's pretty much them. It's like unironically those kind of guys, but not us here. What we do is we like to present you guys with information that you can use, or at the very least something that you never heard about before. For instance, okay, I really can't think. Jose, help me the hell out. I'm feeling drained.
Well, now, hang on a minute. Whoa, Juancho, we're live, and you were ready for this. We were supposed to be ready for this. We had an entire outlined. We had everything formatted. We had everything planned out. We had discussions.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you're not ready?
I don't know what to tell you, Jose. I'm
feeling
wiped out. The day's grind got to me. I am pooped.
Well, there's your obvious problem there, Juan. You're lacking energy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, now I feel dumb. Well, good thing that we've got ourselves partnered up with our buddies over at Glytch Energy, and I guess I could mix it into my drink right now. It's probably not a good idea to have a full serving of it. Maybe just a little sample serving, just a little bit. But Glytch Energy ought to definitely help give me a pick-me-up, and I'm going to try out a little bit of Guava Warfare in my drink right now.
Absolutely, folks. Glytch Energy is the ideal beverage for all geeks and nerds to keep your bodies vitalized and supercharged with 0 sugars, 0 calories, 0 carbs, and 0 crash. And while all those nutritional facts is good and all, the one thing we also care about is the flavor. And if you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, you will see that they have an incredible selection of different combination blends for their Smart Energy brand, for the Smart Energy lines, for revives. And these guys are so creative and so quick with it. They come out with different flavors, new flavors, every week.
It's insane. Like, at the end of last week, we showed everybody, Glytch Energy had put out 2 new flavors. They came out with their Loopy Fruits, which is part of a balanced breakfast. And at the end of the week, they came out with this Visceral Reaction, which is basically their answer to the sour bomb candy, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, what's another component to, like, a bomb, perhaps a missile? What's the explosive part on the tip of the missile? What is that, Jose?
Warhead?
Yeah, that thing. But yeah, that's
that thing.
I'm not
ahead of the war.
Yeah, that thing. That thingy. See, we like you guys get you guys get it. We know what they're trying to say, but that's perfectly all right. But hey, who doesn't like sour candy flavors? Who doesn't like flavors that are part of a nutritious, balanced breakfast in the form of little multi-grain, vitamin enriched loops of fruit that are multicolored? And see, there's a very buff Family Guy-esque looking toucan there, and I'm not going to tell you what his name is, because his master will eat me alive. The one thing that I think we can all agree on is that we need to get our hands on the Karen Tears one, because not just because it's literally sour grape flavored, because that's just fucking hilarious.
But then we can actually drink the tears of all of the Karens in the world.
Definitely. And but I'm still waiting, by the way. Glytch, hey, buddies, friends, Romans, lend me your ears. I've been haranguing y'all for some cotton candy, neon sugar, Glytch Energy. Do I have to do the Bart Simpson "Where's my elephant" bit on you guys? Is that what I gotta do?
You don't have to do that.
Are you sure?
But we do need to let the folks know that if they want to get their hands on this awesome Glytch Energy products, that they can go online to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel, and you'll receive a 20% discount on your order.
You know, you're right, and it's a good thing that we should tell folks that stuff as a thank you for telling us all that. And thank you to Glytch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock. You know what? I keep making fun saying that you guys need to reevaluate your life choices, but thankfully, you're not the worst offenders in the room tonight. Also, Mr. Quake made his way into the chat app. Mr. Quake, Brandon Torres was also saying Bernadette loves to geek out to Spaceballs. She would geek out right now. I want to believe so badly that it's actually going to happen, that we're actually going to get Spaceballs 2, the Deutsch for more money, but I don't believe it yet. I understand. Yeah, and you know, Wanjo, you're right. He is not the worst offender. Hell, we are not the worst offenders that we're going to be talking about tonight. In tonight's topic, it is a follow-up from what we discussed kicking off last week's episode of the Ravens Flock. And, well, as far as worst offenders go, Wanjo, where would you rank this person on your scale?
Okay, the top of the scale, let's call spade a spade. The top of the scale is fucking shit, I forgot his name already. Something Jackson.
Oh, Greg Jackson Onision.
Yeah, that's the top of your scale of
he's
right?
Onision, he is 100% an actual an actual groomer, an actual pedophile. This guy, he's like at 9.8. And of course, that would be the subject of our of discussion tonight, Dr. Disrespect. I remember that we actually outed his real name, Guy Beam. Also,
Mr. Beam.
Yeah.
Angel?
Also, folks, surprise, motherfuckers! We've got the Living End of the Ravens Flock and Hosa Los Amigos play, which is live every Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. Give it up for Mr. Angel Mendez!
Fear not.
A wild angel has appeared. Oh no.
Word of the Lord. Hello, everybody. Apologies for my lack of enthusiasm. I arrived from work not only less than half an hour ago, and I need a second to throw a quick shower in before I died of exhaustion. Thank you for welcoming me as usual. Mia, get off my bed. Thank you. And once again, thank you for having me here. How are you guys doing?
Well,
We're doing great. We honestly thought you weren't going to show up tonight.
I thought I wasn't going to. For the next month or so, I'm going to be extremely busy due to a combination of real life and medical concerns. Not life-threatening medical concerns, but they'll be taking some time off me. So if you guys see me less than usual or only see me on Saturdays, my sincerest proper apologies ever since. But all the same, I am glad that I managed to make it for this one. Now let's talk some shit!
Yep.
Yes.
Let's please go ahead and proceed. Joseph, like you said.
Yeah, because on the one side, then we should be surprised, but then again, we shouldn't be surprised. For an accusation as heavy as messing around with minors, it's
Hang on. Before
let's do an obligatory disclaimer.
I have to put up the obligatory disclaimer. Sorry.
Our lawyers have advised us that we're about to say some unpleasant things.
The things may or may not be proven or provable, or actually things that may have happened. We don't know 100%. We're only being able to report on what we do know. You can make your own inferences on your own. Although, considering the developments over the weekend, it's probably safe to say that this wasn't a smart decision for him to do.
Let's just say the conclusions have been made for us. And what was the word I was looking for? I'm sorry, I'm so tired, I generally forgot the word.
Point is,
all ambivalence has been wiped away.
Thank you. There you go. All ambivalence is just gone. All nuance is out the window. But you know what, folks? Take whatever information out of this you want with a grain of salt, and God help us all, because this is insane.
What I'm trying to say is that it's not surprising that with an accusation that heavy that,
Herschel Beam, thank you, Mojo, who's in the chat. Herschel, thank you. My mistake. Herschel Beam.
Yeah. As I was trying to say, Juan, the point that I'm trying to get at is that it shouldn't shock us that all these things have been developing since we talked about it Saturday because of this, how heavy, how crazy the accusation is.
Indeed.
That's not something that people just turn away from.
Yes, but before we begin discussing, I would like to offer you guys that we have the old saying, where there is smoke, there is fire. Turns out that there was smoke a bit earlier than we expected. Do you guys know what is the hottest trend sweeping social media right now?
What, pray tell?
Well, for some bizarre reason, skeletons in the closet, I can only presume, every time, and this has happened with an alarming amount of frequency, every time somebody on Facebook or Reddit or Twitter, it's called Twitter, Elon, shut up.
It's Twitter, Elon, you dumb fuck.
Anytime somebody accuses anime fans of being degenerates, or pedophiles, or rapists, or disgusting creeps because of their likes, or because they have lolly on their feed, or shota, or whatever crazy thing the Japanese invent this time, almost without fail, the accuser is found either months or years later to have engaged in far more fucked up and far more morally dubious behavior. Sometimes the events happen within months of one another. And now it has become a running gag that every time somebody accuses somebody of untoward attitude towards minors because they like the animes, there is a bunch of people going, start the countdown. Well, turns out that the person we're talking about did in fact throw a similar accusation many years ago.
Seriously?
The countdown started.
All right, well, go fucking figure. Except here in this instance, well, there's, like you said, there's too much smoke where this, with this fire over here. Now, if you guys remember, we had discussed on Saturday night how Dr. Disrespect, one of the largest streamers on the planet ever, he was one of the most popular, the most well-paid, that he was banned from TwitchCon, and that he was also subsequently banned from Twitch because, allegedly, according to one accuser, he was using the Twitch Whispers function, which is like private messaging while in the chat, in order to engage in personal conversation with someone who was underage, in order to try and meet up with them for getting your freaky deaky on. All right?
Yeah.
So suffice to say, the accusations had come back up. I don't even know who got this guy to fucking put this out in the first place. The former Twitch employee who fucking said it. I don't know what crawled up his ass in order to say so, but that got everybody and their mother talking about Dr. Disrespect again. And specifically,
may I interject for a brief moment?
You may.
Apologies for interrupting you, but while the events certainly do, I'm not gonna say solidify his suspicions, the person who sent out those accusations then decided to hold said information hostage to shield for their own ban. So while their words do bear more weight now, let's not give this guy a white flag of passing. He was still an asshole for dropping those accusations and trying to basically paywall the information that could have helped in what could be a crime investigation in the future. This person was no better. They were kind of an ass too.
Ciencia's potencia, knowledge is power, and motherfucker, one of the first principles of the hacker creed is information should be free and freely distributed to the world, so that we may all share in knowledge, and this hobo fucking tried to monetize it! How dare they! They need to monetize actual goods and services, like us.
Exactly. If you have proof, fucking show it.
Like, imagine a murder investigation and somebody goes, I know exactly who did it, how, and I have evidence. But I'm not going to tell you unless you subscribe to my OnlyFans. Dude!
What the fuck?
Come on, man!
Right? No, it's a friggin' nightmare. Like, guys, come on. I know we live in a capitalist hellscape, but have a little bit of fucking decency. Speaking of decency, Dr. Disrespect himself had gone out of his way to place his own statement. He had gone out of his way to actually speak up and speak his piece just yesterday. This was literally just yesterday, Tuesday. And let me just put it this way. If you've ever had a firecracker blow up in your face, you know where this is going.
What was it again that good old Abe Lincoln said? It is better to be silent and be believed a fool than open your mouth and remove every doubt of it, or something like that.
And remove all doubt. Now,
well, yep. All doubt has been removed.
Now, here's what I'm going to do. Here's the crazy part. I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to read to y'all Dr. Disrespect's full statement. However, I am not going to read the currently edited version that he put out at like 2:23 p.m. in the afternoon. No. I'm going to read to you guys the original version that he put up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, June 25th, yesterday. So I'm going to read to you guys this, and if you want to look up his actual current version of this, you are free to do so. You are free to look it up if you wish. I'm going to read this, and what I will do is I will then do a comparative of what he edited out and what he reworded on the current version of his tweet. Gotta love that check mark.
Before you say anything, please remember Many major YouTubers, including the Ackman, reacted to the accusation with a far more comprehensive, hold on, let's not rush to accuse this man of everything, let's wait until the facts come out. Less than 24 hours later, Ackman was like, hey guys, the facts came out.
Hey guys, the facts came out, burn him alive!
All right, Juancho, go for it.
All right, everybody, buckle up your safety belts. Buckle up, buckaroos, because we're in for a ride. From Dr. Disrespect at Dr. Disrespect. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there is no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. By saying, like, first off, when you have to go out of your way to say I'm being real with you guys, especially in this kind of situation, expect a level of bullshit. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. Oh, by the way, Dr. Disrespect is part of a game studio that he helped co-found called Midnight Society. Or rather, he was. Because after Saturday, throughout the weekend, up until Tuesday, up until yesterday, Midnight Society Game Studio went ahead and booted him themselves. So, this is developing. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Translation, I'm trying to save face because I did get fired by them. The actual statement from them shows, no, we are severing all ties with Dr. Disrespect effective immediately. I'll show you guys in a minute.
We are not associated with this individual. He's a danger to the brand.
Exactly. Continuing on. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Was there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Guess what was the first thing that Dr. Disrespect edited out from this statement? Guess. Guess. Without looking at the current version of that tweet. Xeiana, Dragonfang, guess what was the first thing he edited out? Go ahead.
That literally went in one ear and out the other, and I'm like, yeah. All I hear is wah, 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 wah.
You mean you weren't fucking listening to me?
I was, but that's all I heard from it.
All right, let me clarify then.
But I guess
for the sake of abbreviation,
he deleted that he did the whispers at all.
No. He just deleted the word minor.
Oh, wow.
That was the only thing he deleted from that portion of the statement. The fact that it mentions a minor.
Vicious.
Oh my god. Okay, so what you read was the original statement unedited, right?
This is the original statement as it stands right now, as it was originally posted.
And the only thing he edited out was the minor part.
Nope, just the word minor.
Just the word minor.
Yep. Out of that, all he did was take this out. There. And that way it looks like, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? Like, boy, that is the key point of contention. I don't give a fuck if you're trying to go ahead. If they're another adult, you want to be an adulterer, or rather you want to go ahead and cheat on your wife again, apparently. You do you, boo-boo. I won't tell you what your moral compass ought to be, although personally, from a dude who's polyamorous, even we think that's scummy. Motherfuck, it's extra scummy.
For the record, this individual already had a bad reputation despite his enormous fame, not just because of his extremely abrasive, aggressive, and insulting attitude, but because of the fact that 6 years ago, he cheated on his wife, who is still with him, and they have a kid. So the fact that this happened, and the fact that it's happened with the minor, even if no actively criminal act was committed, is still pretty sus. This man is 40 years old, by the way.
He's what? He's 40?
He's 40 years old.
Oh my God, he's older than me!
Okay, no.
Whoa! The fuck?
Jesus, jump!
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Oh, wait. I apologize. I was mistaken. He's 42 years old.
Ah!
Jeez.
And before anybody rushes to this man's defense, please allow me to ask, how would you feel if your underage son or daughter was talking to a 42-year-old online with conversations that eventually turn inappropriate? Now, this is the internet. Obviously, if a conversation doesn't turn inappropriate at some point, I call that a goddamn miracle. But, dude, how would you feel if your child was in that situation? Like, come on.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Basic common sense
at some point, another adult, preferably, the parent, should have fucking stepped in.
First off, if it was my kid, I'd smack him upside the head, and I would freaking blast their phone to the fucking Stone Ages. I will brick that shit. I don't give a damn. Secondly, thank God it's not my kid. Because if it was, I would, before bricking their phone to Kingdom Come, I will tell them I want a name. I want to know everything about whoever this fucking person is, and I will be back in 72 hours. Maybe or maybe not, I will be behind bars. I don't know.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him. I just
Or
want
her. Sadly, female predators have become increasingly common as of late, sadly.
It's fucking horse shit and it's disgusting. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Mojo. You're damn right. Trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor.
So yeah, the guy already had a bad reputation, and the fact that he did this and completely destroyed what was left of his reputation certainly wasn't helping. Everybody pretty much immediately went, well, shit. And at the same time, everybody else immediately went, well, shit, we should have known. Which, by the way, this puts the onus on those guys from Twitch, because it is pretty clear this is the reason why it all happened and why he panicked. And we were willing to give the benefit of doubt, because we don't want to jump to conclusions. So I gotta thank Dr. Disrespect for disrespecting himself and clearing away all doubt that he was doing some extremely suspicious things that he's not supposed to do. Even if ultimately no sexual intentions were intended, we will never know, obviously. That is still extremely skeevy, dude. Like, at your age, you're talking with minors to begin with. And it's not like he was catfished, because if he was, then we could understand. Well, no, he would still be cheating with his wife. That's still pretty fucking disgusting. But at least you'd be like, oh, so he's been a victim of catfishing. Okay, in this case, he wasn't entirely up. But no, he just outright comes in and says, yeah, I was talking to a minor. And the conversation got inappropriate. And I didn't even want to know how it got inappropriate. The fact that you were talking to a minor online in the first place is already something you shouldn't be trying to deal with.
Shall we continue with this statement? Because I like, there's so much more spaghetti falling out of the pockets in this tweet.
Yes,
that we haven't.
Please. No, you're already making me mad. Keep it up, Juan. Do it.
All we did was take the giant meatball on top of the platter, and we chomped in on that. But we haven't enjoyed the rest of the balance of the flavor of the pasta, of the basil that's been crushed into the sauce. We
just ate dinner. You gonna make me hungry again?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner yet. My chicken is still, like, thawing.
Yeah, no. Kstorm made spaghetti squash.
Nice. I'm having chicken breast with garlic rice today.
Bon appetit. Itadakimasu, my buddy.
Thank you for the advice, by the way. The iced tea came out really good.
No problem, anytime. Let's continue with this shit show. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
Wow.
Yeah, in other news, water's wet.
Gee, what a shock.
Now, with all this said...
Guys.
What's up?
Fire indeed hot.
Oh, fire indeed hot. Yeah, no, Jesus Christ.
Lol, Lamau even.
Well, now with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Buddy, are you fucking kidding us? Looks like a duck, quacks like a duck,
Quacks like a duck.
fucking acts like a duck, fucking...
I hope not. Have you seen what dogs do to their mates?
Yeah, I have. Have you seen what ducks do? Like, have you seen what, actually, no, I was thinking of swans. Yeah, no, like, have you seen ducks picking fight with rabbits? I have. It's insane. It's hilarious. Now, let's see this horse. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry fans that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community in Circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right.
Wow.
Oh,
I haven't seen that level of delusional overconfidence since the last time Vince McMahon threw it on stage.
Thank you, Angel. Oh my God. Oh.
This is literally the Vince McMahon, I regret nothing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Wait, where's all my money? My money!
Boy!
God.
Listen, I don't
Really?
give a, like, I'm not gonna fucking knock on someone if they were in conversations with somebody and if it happens to be like extramarital or whatever. Like, you know what? If that's a you problem and that's a you decision between you and your spouse, and if that's something that you and your spouse have talked about, then you do you, boo boo. If it's something that you haven't talked about, then you owe it to your spouse and to yourself to have some self-respect and to respect your spouse, then to talk about that shit and mention it and fucking have that shit and have that discussion. But that's between y'all and I don't care. But this was involving a minor! This was involving a minor! Mother of God! Jesus!
And he was aware he was a minor. Unless he clarifies that in the future, we can assume that this is not a case of catfishing or mistaken identity. He just came out and fucking said it. Just like that.
No, like a fucking doofus. No, okay, let me actually take a look at the actual version of it. Oh, he put back the latest version of the statement to include the word minor. He put that word back in.
Wow.
No, it's like wait, hold on.
It's like my guy. Have you ever proofread?
Here's the first edit. Yeah, and here it is, like, were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual back in 2017? The answer is yes. Let me go up to the latest version over here, which is here. Like, were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. So you mean to tell me he took it out and he put it back in?
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
No, like, you know what?
Like most people who don't know how to say no. He took it out and then put it back in.
Ay, por el amor de mierda, dude, fuck you. That is such horseshit, man. Oh my God.
The only reason this man doesn't face legal consequences is because technically nothing happened. Technically, and I'm being very stressful with the word technically here, all that happened was in a conversation that became inappropriate towards children. There is no legal precedence to throw you in jail, and there is no proof that he was planning to do anything with the child. So the worst that happened is that this dude got way out of pocket. But that doesn't change the fact that it happened in the first place, So in this case, the punishment does fit the crime. He has lost the sponsorship. He has lost an enormous amount of future prospects and money. And while he may walk out of this one still in one piece,
video game company.
Exactly. While he may walk out of this one in one piece, the smell of that shit will cling to his clothing forever. Because cheating on your wife, that's pretty bad. But it's still a personal intramarital affair. Something to hash out with her and yourself. And if things go really bad, the divorce lawyers. But this involves an outside party. A minor outside party that shouldn't have been there to begin with, admittedly. But it's times like this I can look back and go, you know what? You know what, PewDiePie? Maybe I judged you too harshly.
Yeah, no, the worst thing, like PewDiePie has had his fucking problems.
He's obnoxious. He said some dumb shit.
He said dumb shit, but you know what? He defeated T-Series and he gave us bitch lasagna, so I can live with that. And he's off in the sunset with his gorgeous, pretty, beautiful wife and his gorgeous, pretty, beautiful baby living in Japan. So
no. He owned up to his responsibilities. He ate that bitch lasagna like a real adult, and now we got to serve it to Dr. Disrespect.
Oh yeah.
You know who else I respect too? His name is James Rolfe.
Wait, who?
James Rolfe. He was very angry about video games. He was kind of a nerd too. But, you know, he did his thing. He got angry online about video games. And when the business was done, he packed the bag, he left, and not a single personal or international tragedy. What is it? I need to know, because this keeps happening. What is it with all these extremely famous, well-known, rich as fuck internet celebrities? Every time they reach a certain level of fame, I think it's like the 10,000 follower queue. It is only a matter of time before I find the allegations. Why does this keep happening?
Okay, you're talking about angry video game nerd, him.
Yeah, his name is James Rolfe. Like, aside from some few cases, I swear to God, it doesn't matter if they're man or woman. If you look carefully enough, you're gonna start finding allegations on every single Twitch partnership that has way too much money and people thrown around. Like, I'm scared to like some of these people because I'm like, okay, how many years before I find the murder case?
Hey there,
this shit keeps happening.
Hi, by the way, Tamed Ape. Hello, welcome to the Blackfiles, saying that we're a clown-ass production. Thank you for the engagement, Tamed Ape.
Yeah, baby, I'll boop your nose and hug your horn any day. Leave me a like.
Yeah, but by all means, go ahead, like, share your friends. Go ahead and tell everybody that we're clowning. Like, it's not as if we're the fucking ones like Disrespect who was texting a minor, you dumb shit. You want to clown on somebody? How about clowning on the dumbass?
But I'm not clowning on the minors.
Exactly. How about clowning on the motherfucker who was talking to minors on his fucking Twitch stream? How about you clown on that? And better yet, how about you start your channel? Let's go ahead and go to your channel to, over here, Tame Dave.
No,
please.
Let's not start picking fights with trash.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, after all, this guy's worthless anyway. He doesn't even have any subscribers, so who cares? He's useless.
Maybe it's one of those funny little bot channels. Regardless, there is a point that has to be contested on the realization that this is genuinely one of the worst things you could do, because when you look at it from a simple style, Dr. Disrespect was living the dream. The dude was married with a kid, well-known, incredibly rich, well-liked by his community, despite all his detractors, had his own working business. Is that not the American dream?
It is!
And then he just threw it away. Just toss that shit.
It's like, what was it? Fucking, Death Just Moochie, for example. What was the fucking thing? What's his face? Rainbow Randolph, apparently he was caught taking bribes in the beginning of the movie from parents in order to have their kids up front row on the show or whatever. And he's like, and when he's talking to the producer of the channel or whatever, he's like, oh yeah, we did have a sweet deal. And who fucked that up? Let me guess. Oh yeah, that was right. It was Rainbow fucking Randolph. For what, Randy? For ass wipe money. For
ass-wipe money.
Like, literally, the fucking the scene right before he's stung by the FBI or whatever. They open the briefcase and the fucking briefcase is on there, motherfucking looking like a motherfucker with fucking like bundles of bills, but they're bills of like 10s and 5s. What kind of moron? All right, you want to continue over here? You're not streaming looking like a clown. You know what you are looking like? Someone who doesn't fucking exist on my stream. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye, Tame Dave. Yeah, how does Doc's dick taste, idiot?
Well, we would have known. He's too busy blowing his lips to disrespect
This is a casual reminder to all our viewers on this channel to please be respectful and courteous in the comments.
You want to be
only we are allowed to be disrespectful and asshole.
like if you want to criticize the subject that we're talking about, if you have an opposing opinion of some kind as opposed to what we're coming up to a consensus on, then you're free to do so. Go ahead. We can have that discussion. We have those discussions around here all the time. We don't care. You want to try to come at us? Motherfucker, I will clown your ass on our channel. I don't give a fuck. Go away, Tamed Ape. You're an idiot. And so is this one other dipshit over here, Darren James, saying a minor? She's 17 and doing soft porn for kids. How is that a minor?
I don't know. I like to think that's pretty damn young for its own liking.
That's still young, dude!
You know what, Darren James? I'm not taking chances with your sorry ass. I'm hiding you too. Fuck you for trying to justify this shit. You know what? There's other fucking gross-ass motherfuckers up in here, up in the fucking, influencer sphere
team today.
Who are fucking trying to actually get in on this and try to say, like, oh, well, she's 17, so that means that it's legal and it's hot, so it's not, like, that's not...
Yeah. It's not legal.
Hang on, let me check something real quick. It appears that the majority of the states set the base legal age at 18 years old. And while there is a lot of gray ground to tread between young people close to that age, there is a reason the old saying, half your age plus 7 is around. Like, come on, dude. Like, even Leonardo DiCaprio with his weird dating habits never goes lower than, like, 20, I think.
Actually, he goes 18 to 25. Once you hit 25, he cuts you off.
Weird.
He's
but at
weird
least
like that.
He sticks on 20. At least he doesn't go lower than that. And I don't know you, but I don't see the guy picking up people on the fucking chat. I'm not defending him either, mind you.
No.
He's still fucking weird. But at least he hasn't committed any crimes.
That we know of.
And at the very least, his relationships seem to be consensual, so I respect that much until evidence otherwise comes out. The point is, I don't care how close it is to 18. This is a dude who is like 3 times, or at least more than twice her age, who is already married, who already has a kid, who shouldn't even be doing this to the first place. I'm not talking of the sense of criminal and law, because the law can be fooled. I'm talking of the sense of basic decency and morals. That's it. Like, dude, I'm 35. I'm not gonna go after a 17-year-old. All right? I look at 17-year-olds and go, that could be my daughter. I'm not touching that. You know?
I know! Like, I could
It just
actually
feels
say that shit
weird,
too!
man.
It's fucking weird. Like 20. Yeah, I've looked at 20-year-old chicks over here. That's like still like a double digit. Like that's older than a teen. I'm not even fucking doing anything with anybody at that point. It's like okay, like my actual minimum is like 20, and even then that's like okay, well we can talk and we can hang out and all that jazz and whatever. But I'm not over here trying to get freaky deaky on their ass. Now,
mind you, he did say that the conversation did got inappropriate. We don't know what this means. I don't want to know what this means. The point in case is that he basically admitted that it shouldn't have happened to begin with. And I don't know, man, all these big-ass posts where he claims he's taking responsibility ultimately boils down to, I'm not going to jail. Yay. That's
cool, fantastic. You're still scum.
Still disgusting, dude. Come on.
It's still gross. Like, ugh.
Mind you, we have no idea what to deal with his wife or whether they have an open arrangement or whatever, but...
like, case in point, here's one guy who's a fucking absolute gross pig. Fucking, where is he? Okay, here it is. Some dipshit here named Sunny Faz, whatever, however you fucking pronounce it. He's literally saying, 17 ain't pedo range, bruh.
If I think a 17-year-old is hot, am I a pedo now? Because trust me, I think some 17-year-olds are bad, bro. I think that they're bad. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck.
That's a special kind of special. That's a special kind of special. Keep an eye on that one. Oh, I know that guy.
I can't say everyone.
I'm realizing that I was muted over here. Like, this motherfucker over here is like, I was reading off his tweet saying like, that you're picking and choosing who to cancel, saying you're all, motherfucker, your ass is the one who's clowning over here. Congratulations. Thank you for outing yourself as the gross
Hang on a
sack
minute.
of
Are
shit.
we getting spammed by more of these assholes on our channel?
No. This was an idiot on Twitter.
This is independent stuff on Twitter,
Oh.
including the one also well known at this slides, Nico, who has gone to bat for Dr. Disrespect about this. I refuse to read what he said. I don't care for it. Like, bro, come on. Listen, that, first of all, completely different circumstances. A female Twitch streamer that is having sex at that age with way older men, yeah, that's a problem on them for accepting, and that's a problem on her for proposing. But last time I checked, if a female streamer went out of her way to engage with a minor on a private chat, then yes, she deserves the exact amount of disgust and discord. And yes, I know we live in a land of double standards, but in a perfect world, they would all be treated the same for engaging with minors. Like, oh, come on, you're fucking rich.
Like,
You're famous. You're married. Why are you wasting yourself? Like, do you expect this to not come bite you in the dick?
well, speaking of other people trying to go to bat with this guy, there's also the Quartering, who's
Oh yeah,
like hilarious. Who's another one of the I am at part of the anti-SJW's kind of fucking winner over here, fucking saying like, oh, firm handshakes. Trying to say like, oh, like trying to firmly handshake, like, yes, I respect you coming out and saying, yes, you did speak to a minor inappropriately, but you didn't go to jail over it, and you didn't diddle the kid.
Dude.
So, firm handshakes. Well done. Fuck you, Quartering,
Dude.
dumbass, idiot.
even if it didn't happen, the fact that it could have is already pretty bad. I'm not trying to propound paranoia here. That shit's just fucking weird, man. And the fact that, yeah, I'm reading the comments. He refused to retract the comment, and he refused to say that he was wrong. Because when he said that is when Dr. Serpek dropped the edited comment. So there could still be the slightest shred of, of maybe this is not as bad as it looks. But he kept that after the guy modified the comment, and he defended that he kept it around. I'm
He
just
kept
sitting
it
here
around
going,
still, like a fucking
why are you doing
idiot.
this? Why are you doing this? What? No, listen, admitting to the fact that you did the bad thing does not absolve you from the fact that you still did the bad thing. Even if it's not technically legally prosecutable, you still did a bad thing, dude.
You still did a
Come
bad
on.
thing, you idiot. And just because you're not fucking out here saying, oh, that you got arrested for it, motherfucker, fucking
There's also
clown.
the fact that he
That's
just
something to be
casually
proud
glossed
of.
over the fact that he was trying to cheat on his wife again.
Exactly,
There's-
Jesus.
there's-
Like another...
We're just kind of glossing over the fact that, yeah, this dude is married. He's still chasing down minors and having inappropriate conversations with them. Bro!
Another winner over here, winner chicken dinner, this freaking dumbass broad who's got E. coli for brains over here, Melanie Mack. She's also part of that
Oh,
same
this
crowd.
one.
Yeah, and yeah, I am proudly fucking blocked by Melanie Mack for calling her out on being an idiot when it comes to the way the Tomb Raider Lara Croft was looking in the video games. Like, no, she looked fucking normal. What the hell's wrong? I don't see what the problem is. I don't see like, oh well, you're like being a chud or whatever. Like, oh my god, okay, here we go. You want to try to come at me? I came at her right back. She fucking blocked me. Check this shit. Thank you, by the way, to at MilkPop447 for sharing this. When Melanie Mack's, when trans people existing, all of you are sinners and perverts. Melanie Mack, when a guy admits, well, hang on, when a guy admits to sending inappropriate DMs to a minor, actually, we need more context before we could call him a pedo. Like, just to show you her fucking thing. She quote tweets Dr. Disrespect's statement. She says, should drop the chat logs for full context. Were inappropriate messages about the minor or some locker room jokes unrelated that shouldn't have been said. Either way, this isn't a good look. Is he a pedo? We won't know without the logs, but is this gross and stupid? Yes. Whereas if it's someone who's who happens to be transgendered, like find a transgender person who's not a pervert, doesn't watch porn, is not autistic, or doesn't have mental health conditions, or has not been abused. I have yet to hear of one. Transgender is not real, it is demonic. People within the community are mentally unwell / vulnerable and manipulated at best, and otherwise some levels of perverted and depraved. They need to repent and follow Jesus. Redemption is possible. Affirming depravity is cruelty. We all fall short in some way or another. Being stubborn isn't sin, isn't the answer. Accepting Jesus Christ and walking with him is. Bitch, please.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So,
Incredible.
talk about
Well,
double
too bad,
standards.
because I'm a big black man, and I'm also bald, so I hate you, and I hate Jesus.
God, so she's okay with equivocating with this motherfucker, is over here out and about saying, like, yes, I did talk inappropriately with a minor.
Yeah, like,
And he
you
fucking
cannot
just out
clean
and says
yourself
it.
of this.
But, like,
Also, the fact is, if the conversation was inappropriate, but not sexually inappropriate or incriminatingly inappropriate, he should be able to post the logs. Because, okay, if the actual thing turned out to be like, I talked to some underage kid and we traded insults for a while and I threatened to kill him, I'd be like, that's pretty bad, but that's not like go to jail bad. Everybody says stupid shit online. But if it actually turned into sexual stuff, that's a problem now.
that's where it becomes a problem. If it's someone, like we said, in a fucking, I know we make the joke of like, oh, you could never survive back in the day in an Xbox Live
You could not
chat.
survive the Halo 2 multiplayer lobbies.
Yeah, like voice chats on Xbox Live, like, oh, kill yourself and whatever, like, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna take your mom's head off, or like, motherfucker, like, if it was shit like that, that's one thing. But
We'll be
this
like, hey, inappropriate, but not like, it's shit talking. Everybody shit talks.
everyone shit talks. How badly do I when we're gaming together and I'm like failing miserably because I'm sucking and stuff? How much shit talk am I giving all y'all? Even when I'm losing, I'm like, yeah, I'll still get you, ass. Yeah, I'll still fuck you up. How bad am I?
This man is not allowed to game with his wife because the last time he did that, he threatened to divorce her.
I mean, look at
Have you
all
seen-
of us when we ganged up on Jose.
Yeah.
We teamed up against
Yeah,
Jose.
but I wasn't getting salty over it.
I
I
know.
was.
I
I
mean,
was.
like, you kind of were, but it's good because we all love each other.
I was disappointed you
Yeah.
didn't get saltier. You should have been angrier. If the next time I don't see threats of physical force and domestic abuse, I'm leaving school.
God.
Angel, if there's one thing that I've learned from gaming one thing I've gained from gaming with you is experience.
Good. You need more. Digressing back to it. The point is, if it really was that simple, if it was some good old-fashioned, well, your mother's virginity is of ill repute kind of shit, it would have been easy enough to just post it out and going, hey guys, I talked some mad shit to the minor. People would be like, dude, stop picking fights with the minor.
Yeah, dude,
and
stop picking
that
fights
would
with a
have
kid.
been
You're a
the
grown
end of
man.
that story.
Like, there's
That's
also
it. It would have ended there.
like the way that some people are just had been coming out of the woodwork to defend him and continue to defend his ass. Like fucking these idiots over at Geeks and Gamers even. Oh, leave kids alone. Dr. Disrespect slams Call of Duty and Activision. Yeah, right. Like deleted tweets. We aren't sorry. Dr. Disrespect pressure to return to Call of Duty as backlash gets worse. Dr. Disrespect slams Twitch as controversy gets far worse. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Really,
I
Geeks
don't
and
even call
Gamers?
this a cancellation. This is most like consequences. You did the bad thing, you lost the membership, and you lost your job. Please stop doing that.
It's like these guys are being fucking idiots, and they still try to defend him regardless, even though he's come out on his ass like an idiot and outed himself. Fucking how many fucking other people? There's a whole fucking thank you to, by the way, to the serfs here. Like I want to check the chat in a minute. Let me see. By the way, hi there, Alex VA. How's it going? Welcome to the Blackfiles. We appreciate your face. And yeah, no, fucking stupidity is
Alex
insane.
VA,
Did y'all
that
see my
sounds
last
familiar.
comment? By the way, Mojo saying, by the way, the age at the time and gender of this minor has never been confirmed. So anyone saying that they're 17 has zero proof of that. Right?
Oh, so it could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
I mean, hopefully it isn't. I would rather live in a world with less victims, but
Absolutely. So would I.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I like it. I would like number one. Thank goodness nothing physical actually happened. I'll say that
Thankfully.
much right now. But number two, what the fuck? Why would this guy encourage or the continued conversation with a minor in that fashion? If there was anybody coming up to us at the Ravens flag and saying, "Oh, I want to hang out with you guys." Okay, how old are you? Oh, I'm 14. Thank you. No, we are an 18 plus channel. We appreciate your enthusiasm. Check us out in 4 years when we actually want you around. Sorry,
Sorry,
but
dude. No
that's all.
offense, but this is a minors do not interact kind of thing. Please.
DNI, no, for the love of God, not even as a
But-
joke.
It's time better to just keep your eyes shut, especially because we live in a time of sensitivity where doing or saying the wrong thing can get you in trouble with your work. This is not a good thing, but there's a very clear difference between I let my words get the best of me and I purposely said inappropriate things to a minor, knowing they were a minor. There's ironically too much information, and at the same time, there's not enough information. There is not enough information to determine that there isn't too much information. The things he said have already implicated him enough, and while there might not be legal repercussions, this is something that could not be forgotten, and ironically enough, predicted, because we knew the guy wasn't exactly a good person to begin with. Walker cheated on his wife to begin with, and his attitude online is exactly what you expect of a top streamer. He's an abrasive jerkass. It's kind of what they're supposed to do, but you don't expect that much of their real life to be part of the act, or rather, you expect no act to happen to begin with, and now this will color every interaction he has for the rest of his goddamn life.
All right.
Like, it's not just a matter of the money you lost for this, it's a matter of the fact that now this is the one thing people will know you for.
All right, a couple things. I'm checking out the chat over here. Alex VA saying, as a trans person, I'm offended. Well, I would be surprised if you weren't offended that Melanie Mac thinks that, because, well, she's a fucking doofus. She's got E. coli in the brain because of all the raw meat and no water that she has, supposedly in her diet, and somehow she still looks rail thin like an anorexic Lauren Boebert on crack. Anyway.
It's called bulimia, and it's vogue.
It's in vogue right now. That's number one. Number two, let me see here. Mojo in the chat. How much you want to bet here that he used Twitch Whispers to hook up with that chick that he did cheat on his wife with? As a
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Xeiana, Dragon Fang, I need y'all's thoughts thus far here. I know that it's been a whole cavalcade of fuckery, but I would like the ladies' opinions, please.
Well, I'm not surprised. Just because, I mean, look over the past, not even just the past year, the past few years on which a lot of this stuff has been coming up. And honestly, I'm surprised that there's not more people coming out of woodworks who has been involved in these things.
They just won't hide.
It's like it's fucking insane how bad
it's
been getting.
ridiculous.
And I honestly do think the trend of things popping up is just gonna
get worse.
Keep coming up. Yeah.
Like, get a load of this, for
keep on
example.
increasing.
Get a load of this, by the way. For example, guys, let me show y'all an article that came out earlier today. This is from the fine folks at Dexerto. NBA 2K
I saw this one.
has confirmed that Dr. Disrespect content will be removed from their NBA 2K24 following the Twitch ban scandal. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect was supposed to be an NBA 2K24, and now he's not.
I'll step outside for a second. I'll be right back. Please keep talking about it. And yeah, he's being on person, which is kind of weird, because why would a man like that play basketball to begin with?
Seriously. Like, I truthfully, I don't see him as a basketball person kind at all. I'd see him more as like, I don't know, maybe, off the top of my head, maybe baseball? Maybe like shooting range or whatever, you know, like where you have to fly, where you have to shoot the flying clay discs. I don't remember what that's.
I don't know. Considering how much he shot himself in the foot with his fucking statement, like edited or not, I don't think he's the type for any of that hand-eye coordination.
No, seriously, I think you're right, Jose. Let me see. Yeah, you guys can read the article on your own over here, but basically, it's hilarious how.
Sorry about that.
You're all right over here, man. Where is it? Now 2K has decided to cut ties with Dr. Disrespect. Yep. And let me see here. And his name in all NBA 2K24 content will disappear over the next few weeks. So 2K confirmed to Dexerto that the streamer's name will be removed from the game and his animations will be replaced with generic names instead. Dr. Disrespect had been featured in My Career as his custom in-game jump shot and dunk style was featured in the game as an equipable animation. The developer 2K24 will do this once Season 9 patches release, as the updated Season 8 was just released a few days ago, and Season 8 will go live on June 28th. So, yay, enjoy NBA 2K24. Okay,
Imagine the fact that your contribution to the game industry is becoming lost media. Think about that for a second.
How fucked is it? How much of your how unpersoned does one have to be taken off of a video game and a game that almost no one can feasibly associate you with? Now,
well, not even that. Gotta protect the company image, so we're removing the bad influence. It's hilarious. And hey, gonna happen to an Arza guy, because I don't care how much money you make now. This is the Vince McMahon case. It doesn't matter what you do now. This is what they will remember you with.
That's exactly. You're absolutely right, and unfortunately, that is what he would actually end up being.
You guys know me for a long time.
Hang on, another couple of folks who were coming out about Dr. Disrespect. I've got this one pulled up, courtesy of Drama Alert on Twitter. So I'm gonna share that with you guys in the Zoom call, so y'all can see it as well. Hang on, just a second. Where'd you go? I miss you so. It's like it's been forever since you've been gone. Please come back home. All right, so stop it. Come on, screen share's loading. Okay, so, okay, this is by Nade Shot, a friend of Dr. Disrespect who was years, has now publicly spoken out about him. I'll let his words speak for themselves.
You guys know me for a long time. You know, obviously I have a relationship with Doc. Played golf a lot the last year. Come on, man. I mean, it's pretty much common sense how I feel about that. I've got a daughter now. It's like I got people calling me out in my Twitter mentions like, yo, why don't you got your pitchfork out? Why aren't you, if you don't come out right now and say how much you don't fucking like this guy anymore, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, dude. I really don't want to get into it. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to understand that I don't support talking to minors. I really don't bring drama into this stream very often, man. And I don't enjoy doing that. But for anybody to question how I feel about another man's decisions, if you really have to guess on how I feel about it, I don't think you really need to be in this stream, bro. Point blank, period. So, it's just crazy, brother. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I have no desire to be involved. Like, that's what I hate about the internet. It's like, bro, somebody else makes a terrible decision and it's like, yo, if you don't fucking talk about it, bro, you're just as bad. I'm like, what? So we're gonna move past that. If you're looking to get much out of me, it ain't gonna happen. All in all, bro, I had a great 48 hours, gentlemen.
All right, that was weird. Kind of very nonchalant, very blasé, like, yeah, duh, I don't like it. Moving on. Okay, I can
I can't really blame him on this, because he's right. The internet is obsessed with getting confirmation bias, even for something that clearly is a bad thing. I really can't blame the guy from going, it is bad. I think it's bad. I don't want to be associated with this person anymore. I didn't think I had to stand on the middle of the street and wave a goddamn flag about it,
I agree with Angel. Nobody should have to be forced or like pressured or bullied into like giving their opinions on something.
I mean, at the very least, he made his point very clear. He doesn't like the individual. He doesn't like what he did, and he doesn't want to be associated with them anymore. That's it. That makes perfect sense.
I guess he was more perturbed at the audience and at the internet crowd demanding immediacy in his renouncement of Dr. Disrespect, even though they were friends for years. I can understand being frustrated with being pressured and being hurried into it, but at the same time, with this kind of situation, you want to get out in front of the mob before they start even trying to accumulate or fucking like try to like, hey, why haven't you said it? Like, perhaps in this kind of circumstance, you want to get that in and out of the way and be done with it. You know, that way you don't have to worry about them later. That's just,
looks like he did. The mob doesn't want an explanation. They want somebody to scream as loud as they do. That's why you don't trust them very much. And yeah, as you said, he's known the guy for years. You know, if you find that out right away from somebody you trusted for so long, it's you need time to process that shit. At least he gave me the statement they wanted, but I don't blame him for wanting to disassociate from that. Because if you know somebody for that long and then they do something heinous, it's gonna feel bad, you know? Because it feels like a part of that trust has been like tortured, like it has been betrayed. Like you expect your friends to at least be as decent as you, kind of thing, you know?
No, I understand what you mean, man. I was going over the rest of the stuff that I put together. A lot of it's basically been folks who are still trying to defend him or trying to equivocate, including the fucking like losers on Geeks and Gamers over here saying like, oh, what if he didn't know? Like, are you fucking serious? And
if he didn't know, that would have been the first thing he said. It'd be like, I was not aware this person was a minor, and then people will be like, okay, dick move, but okay. But he didn't even, like, bro, that was one sentence that he could have just put in there, and he didn't. And I'm just saying, that speaks a lot more than him not putting anything. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. And there's another fucking, like, absolute genius over here, John de la Rose.
What is it now?
No, he's over here saying, like, he quote tweets Dr. Disrespect and says, I obviously don't condone fornication and flirting outside of marriage, but clearly wasn't something to cancel him over. The woke cancel pigs are the losers again.
I don't know you, but I want to know which woke cancel pigs working at Twitch took a look at the situation and went, cut that this guy's contract. End it now. End it right now. Call the lawyers. Call every single lawyer and end this contract right now. We cannot be associated with this person.
Well, Mr. Like, John of Rice, I gotta say, what? And like, look, hold on. Firstly, what? And secondly, no.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah,
like, what's he like? Oh, the cancel pigs have lost because Dr. Disrespect came out and he made a statement. He made a statement admitting like an idiot and saying that he did the stupid thing like an idiot. And he's saying, oh, this is victory against the wokey wokes. Fuck off with that. This is why I don't like engaging with this shit. And I know you don't like whenever we got on this shit because you get me on this tirade. But at the same fucking time, these are the fucking people who are championing for this guy, even after he went ahead and basically came up and said, yes, I did speak with minors.
I did the bad thing.
But
it wasn't as bad as you thought, but it was still pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it's like, and these fucking guys take that as like, take that, checkmate, liberals. Take that, checkmate, silly, DEIs, MCUs, Rainbow Mafia, like, motherfucker, you ain't even talking the same conversation. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Even fucking Grums is up on that shit like an idiot. I won't bring it up because, oh my, it's fucking sad. I'll send it to you personally, Angel, so you can point and laugh on your own. Jesus Christ.
I love tragic comedies.
God, it's so disappointing that there's
Actually, no, that's not what Crumbs is doing, but sorry, I'll let you talk, Isaac. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just expressing my frustrations because it's so fucking disappointing and infuriating that there are folks who are not only defending this guy's actions, but like trying to justify it or trying to like slide it off their backs and dismiss it as just, oh, it's not even that bad.
Isn't it kind of fucked up that the fact that he's having appropriate conversations is completely being glossed over the fact that he may have been cheating on his wife again? Like, everybody just kind of takes that and just ignores that. That would be something that we should be really, like, fucking mad about?
Okay, with that, you can compare it to how in certain political things, they blindly follow said person, but then condemn other people who do the same thing.
Yeah.
But as long as they like the other person, they can do no wrong. No, they have.
If my celebrity does it, it was a controversy. If your celebrity does it, it's a crime and you should be in jail.
Exactly. Yeah. That is literally what is happening right now. And it's
ridiculous.
It's double standards. And it's so stupid.
I miss slow beef. I miss Slow Beef and Diabetes. They were nice. They had no controversies. They ran their channel like a clock for 13 or so years, and then they left. I miss internet celebrities that got rich, lived their life, and then they didn't get involved into borderline criminal activities.
They got in the business and then got out of the business. They got in, they made their money, and they left. Like the fucking MySpace guy. He got in, he made his money, and like you said, now he's a world traveling photographer living his best life.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, Tom. MySpace Tom.
You know what, Tom? I hope Tom is doing well. I hope he's having a great time.
I miss MySpace. I miss having a top 8.
I never had MySpace.
I barely use MySpace. I think I used it once to look at Butcher Sam's profile. And the bastard, because he's an amazing bastard, because he loves too much heavy metal, guess what was the first thing you see when you open his channel?
What?
A nail going through somebody's nail.
Wow.
I'm like, first off, Sam, I like you. Sam, fuck you. He was that guy back in college. You guys remember Butcher Sam.
Oh, yeah, no, I love Sam. He was awesome. Let me check the rest of the chat over here. Let me take a look here. Alex VA, the guy is probably wants to live his life with his family, is trying to shield his daughter. Let me take a look over here. You talking about
that might be the most charitable description here, and I almost accepted. Almost accepted.
Let me see here. Mojo, here's my problem. He said mentions, right? I look up his name on Twitter and haven't seen anyone calling him to say it, calling him to say something. You mean like, no, we're talking about like folks are I'm saying that they're quote tweeting his statement and they're doing this. Also, Joseph Santos is in the chat. ALT Joseph Santos. Bro. Welcome to the Theblackfiles. Evening, ladies and gentlemen, like Smosh or Fred. Yeah, I know, Mr. Quake, it's wild. Yeah, well, Smosh and Fred, Fred's got, like, he's acting and stuff. He's like, I don't want to be Fred anymore, but whatever. Question, without exact messages in public view, how does one safely deduce that Dr. Disrespect did something clearly illegal or that he may even be lying? Like, see, here's the thing. That is between him and Twitch at this point, because,
and the authorities.
Yeah, because the authorities, should they have been involved? Like, that's the crazy part, and that's the bullshit part of it. Because if there really was any, like, if the interaction was as bad as we're inferring from how crazy the situation itself is, then authorities should have been involved. However, there was what was done was all that was met up in arbitration, and that was all like, okay, well, we're firing you from your Twitch contract, and this is the reason why you broke the rules of the Twitch contract agreement, and we need you to get the fuck out. And Dr. Disrespect saying like, well, I didn't actually do it nearly as bad as what you think I did, and you guys still need to pay me out. And basically in the middle of the arbitration between Twitch's lawyers, his lawyers, and whoever's arbitrating, they basically said like, okay, we've got the records of you talking inappropriately about meeting up with a minor on here. What the fuck? And his lawyer, for the record, we're just inferring with context
what happened
clues
here.
Yeah, exactly. We're putting our best guess based on context clues. So context is fun. So Disrespect's lawyers fucking go say like, well, in actuality, he never met with the person. So no actual engagement was done. Now you want to breach. Good. Now you want to say that he was in breach of contract from his conduct. Fine, you can have that, and we can sever the contract. However, he didn't breach in this XYZ and ABC, meaning pay him his money. And they're like, fucking fine, whatever. Just don't touch us anymore. Get away from us. Gross.
Yeah. The fact that even though they had to give him the money, they will never take him back is to really highlight the fact that he did the wrong thing. So even if you don't want to be mad about the fact that he was interacting with minors when he shouldn't, you can be mad about the fact that you're seeing a man with more money than God and a fantastic reputation ruin his business, ruin himself, and put his marriage in jeopardy for the second time in a row because he couldn't stop doing stupid shit. We have once again another beautiful case of you could have avoided all of this.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You're absolutely right.
On contrary, he lost the best prize of them all.
I was just gonna say that.
Like,
oh man,
Mr. Quake, actually, yeah. Oh, Alex VA saying, I recommend Hey Space. It's like MySpace. Oh, really?
I forgot that there's even a place that tries
there's
to
a
be like
thingy?
MySpace.
There's a thingy?
I mean, color me surprised.
Wait,
Oh,
it's called
Space Hay.
Space?
It's
Oh,
Space
Space Hay.
Hay. H-E-Y. So, like...
Oh, it's for farmers.
No, that's H-A-Y, Angel.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's farmers.com. Let's do it.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
They farm for wheat.
Look,
we farm for content.
it's really real. It's really there. Space Hay.
Oh, shit, it is.
A space for friends. Dude!
Ah,
Should the Ravens flock go on Space Hay?
sometimes you might want to go
Yeah,
if I can take 2 seconds to deviate for a brief moment, I would like to give my thanks to somebody on social media that hasn't tried to screw himself over. Somebody who is trying very hard to reach 10 million subscribers, and I feel like they deserve a bit of help and a bit of promotion, small as our channel, maybe by comparison, because ever since I follow them, I have not seen a single porn bot in my timeline. Their name is Cheetan, Japan's crazy mascot, trying to drive away the evils of advertisement from my timeline. Praise Cheetan, for
Praise
she is
be
the line that
Cheetan.
will never stop going up.
Praise be Cheetan!
Base Cheetan.
Praise
Oh,
be
hold on back.
Cheetan!
That mascot is technically banned in their own hometown in Japan because their dignitaries were freaking out over their jackass-style stunts.
Oh, please, like, it's harmless.
I'm not kidding. Their own town is like, Cheetan, you're too crazy for this town. Your swag's too hard. You rock too hard. You're bitch too bad. They'll kill you.
Well, you know what? Cheetan's all right by us, and if Cheetan can be an ambassador to the great nation of Japan, then all the more power to him. We love Cheetan here, and Cheetan loves you. And
It's also
go
managed to drive
figure.
away all of the NFT scams from my channel.
Also, Angel, no wonder you're so drawn to Cheetan. You guys share the same birthday. Yay!
Bullshit.
Hey!
I was genuinely not aware of that.
Now you
And
are.
I
You
can't
can't
believe
use
it.
that
I
anymore.
was born on the day of the Savior.
Oh god, Cheetan's adorable and ridiculous. Like, how is this a problem? They're in a smash room. He's smashing what I'm assuming is a aluminum trash can, and now he's that's why, because he's looking at us menacingly afterwards. Shit.
Cheetan is special.
Cheetan is special. Oh
Cheetan
god.
will not engage with minors inappropriately.
No, he would not. Wait.
I'm sorry, my dude has gone from Dr. Disrespect to Dr. Disrespect your wife and kids, and Dr. Disrespect the sanctity of marriage. Like, you're screwed, man. You're not getting out of this one. That's it. This is all you'll be known from.
Like,
for the rest of whatever's left to your career, this is you now. You Vince McMahon yourself.
Like, you done fucked up, buddy. There's no...
It's all Jover.
There's no way around it.
It has never been more Jover than it is now.
Okay, now I'm just now I'm curious, who would win in a battle to the death, Cheetan or Gritty?
That's tough.
That's a tough one, because Gritty is is not one to be fucked with. Gritty is this mascot for the NHL. For the Philadelphia Flyers.
Okay. In that case, Cheetan is winning because while this guy is a professional for sports, Cheetan knows how to wrestle.
Well, so does Gritty. Gritty has been in wrestling.
I saw Cheetan get hit with an exploding baseball bat. Gritty ain't getting off that.
But did Cheetan bring Philly cheesesteaks? Because Gritty does.
No, Japan doesn't. Don't be silly, Juan. Japan doesn't have steaks. Those are exclusively made in America.
Angel, you know they have Wagyu beef over in Japan, right?
Yeah, but that is beef. That is not steak. The last time a Japanese man tried to make a steak, he died.
That's not true.
His blood literally turned white, red, and blue. It was horrifying. You should have seen it.
Don't you know that that human blood can actually be classified in red, white, and blue? Because you have white blood cells and you have red blood cells.
Yeah, but human blood is not supposed to look like stars and stripes, Juan. That is physically impossible, and it still happened.
Well, you know what? Is he still alive?
No, he died. Too much
That's
America.
bullshit. 10 points from Griffin.
He went home and shit out an entire tank shell.
Oh, good God. Fucking grief.
It was incredible.
That's amazing. Let me take a look over here back in the chat. The Joseph Santos, he was fired, but he was also paid. The bad guy isn't supposed to be paid. If there's a morality clause at play, then paying him out for serious allegations but no criminal charges makes no sense. It's more along the lines of how, I guess that's the, I guess that's where the line for Twitch's partner program agreement. That's on them. Maybe they need to amend that shit in order to like, hey, don't even fucking play with that game. Don't even try with minors. You're fucking out. No money, no nothing. Oh, and yeah, no. Matthew Coburn in the chat saying any social media platform is better than Boozyable. Oh yeah, Christopher Boozy tried to start his own social media platform, and it's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, I can already imagine how well that went. It is likely the only reason.
Wow, I completely forgot about him. I mean, we haven't talked about him in a year?
Huh?
Damn.
No,
that being said, the only reason Disrespect got paid for this is most likely because after the legal deliberation, they determined that whatever he said probably wasn't bad enough to merit like a criminal investigation, and no act was actually committed. So that was basically the hard line. He got paid, but only because this probably didn't go like worse than inappropriate conversations, which is still bad.
Bad enough to fire over, but not bad enough to withhold pay for.
You still get your last paycheck, basically. It's last paycheck rules. Even if you commit a crime, they pay you for the time you were supposed to be there.
Yeah, which
most
was like
likely had an ironclad system on that one. Exactly, but that is basically as far as I can get it. Mind you, he will most likely be able to still stream on Twitch and get his money out of it and all that jazz, but he's like, I don't think you understand how much this fucked up this guy. He is never going to be bigger than he was now. This, you know what the smart thing to do is? This is where you get your money, you hire an investor, and retire.
Seriously.
Just go.
Fucking just
You're
go
done.
away, go into the sunset, don't go anywhere. He's got his identity hidden behind a shitty wig and wraparound sunglasses. He doesn't need this headache anymore. Unless, of course, we know what Dr. Disrespect looks like without his disguise. Let me see here. Real face. Is there a fucking thing of him? Or is that just AI?
I think that's actually what he looks like.
Oh, Jesus God. What the hell?
I know, incredible.
No.
70s would like their everything back, please.
No, there's a thing over here. Obviously no wig, no wraparound sunglasses. He looks fucking like, he looks like
normal?
He was a former military buff. Look at this guy.
Huh.
See, nobody would fucking know who you are, Doc! Nobody would know who you are, Mr. Beam! Fucking go away into the sunset if you care so much about your family's integrity and your people's fucking life and everything. And apparently, this was his via him on his own Twitter or on his own Twitch or whatever the fuck it is. Oh no, this is back in 2019, but still, fucking whatever. Point is, fucking, if that's what he fucking looks like, then who's to fucking call you out for, like, out in the streets, like, hey, you're that fucking asshole, like, talking to minors, fuck you, Dr. Sister. Like, no, if I knew who this guy was, I'm like, I guess he's probably a fan of Freddie Mercury or something. I don't fucking know.
The one thing that fascinates me about this is how quickly the tide of popularity in Twitch changes. The moment he gets hit by this, he disappears, and almost immediately another Twitch streamer has taken his spot as the most popular guy. I think it's that dude, Kai Cenat, who basically went to 167 hours to play Elden Ring.
Yeah.
He seems to be relatively clean with his work, but this is the world. Twitch has become digitized Hollywood. People just do terrible things and disappear only to be quickly and immediately replaced by people who are inexplicably also as popular, who may or may not do horrible things and also it's Hollywood.
Jose,
it's Hollywood all over again, isn't it?
No,
Jose, your thoughts, please, for love of God. Angel, you're kind of taking up the fucking podium.
no.
Give someone else a
Apologies.
chance, man.
I was dropping this because I'm actually will be leaving in a few minutes. My chicken has stalled, and I have to cook, and I have to eat, and I have to sleep.
No. Listen. No. It's all good. It's all good. I'm
Apologies.
sorry.
I thought I was more tired than I
laughing.
expected.
I am laughing, but that's only because I don't want to get angry and I don't want to shout into my phone because, God, fucking damn it! Like, doubling back to what I said about these fucking like people on social media like tweeting out about this guy. Like, I'm sure there's a number of guys who are dunking Dr. Disrespect, and rightfully so. But fuck, man, it's 2024, and we still have fucking like.
People
Defender.
trying to stand up for him. People trying to fucking like rally in support of Dr. Disrespect after this shit. No, what the fuck are you thinking? Have these people no fucking sense of self-preservation?
No.
Apparently not. Fucking hell. Look, at least Vito just salty for all the fucking mania that he's got, and Vito's actually an associate of the Ravens flock over here. Even his ass is over here saying, like, look, there is zero confirmation that the person Dr. Disrespect was messaging was 17 years old. This is an invented fact his supporters are running with to try and make it sound like what he did wasn't that bad. Fellas, a grown man trying to sext 17-year-olds is still bad.
Wow, even Vito has standards. Think about that for a second.
Seriously, and Vito's got
the
no
bar
fucking
is
chill.
in hell. The bar is in hell.
Like, Vito's got no fucking chill either. He'll actually go, like, he's gone on his Twitter and had arguments with people saying, like, fuck you, I'll come in and skull fuck your kids at your face because, like, screw you. Like, people fucking trying to, aggravate him, and then he uses his fucking threats like, okay, yeah, sure, you want to paint me that way? Fine, whatever. Here's what I'm going to do with your baby. Here's what I'm going to do with your wife in front of you. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take your dog and make it into and make him into a coaster. Like, he'll get heated and he'll get fucking nuts after he's provoked and shit.
Xbox.
Wait, what?
Xbox.
What about
It
Xbox?
never died.
No, it just transformed.
But I digress. The point is, case is, if you can have somebody as unpleasant as Vito can be telling you, bro, too far. Like, you got the dude that goes too far telling you that you're going too far. Think about that for a second.
This is all I need to fucking say. Like, I know this is a fucking photo of Gritty in looking into your soul with his eyes, but at the same time, like, what more do you fucking need? Like, motherfucker, you fucked up.
By the way, slightly more hilarious positive news.
Eh.
Remember the iconic streamer that I mentioned before, Kai Cenat?
Yes, Kai Cenat. Yeah, he did dress up his whole fucking studio to look like Game of Thrones, and he was in full medieval armor.
It got funnier. After 92 hours, 13 minutes, and 28 seconds, and 991 deaths, he got so heated, he called his therapist to come see him in person. So the stream all of a sudden becomes an impromptu therapy session where the lady attempts to calm him down and get him to, like, bro, it's okay, it's just a video game. My man died 1,700 plus times in that game, by the way.
You mean this shot over here? I'm not going to play the audio. I don't want him to sting me or anything, but, like, this? Where he's talking to this nice lady in the
That's
Sailor
his
Moon
therapist.
That's his therapist? Well, first off, nice. Secondly, like, damn, no, I don't blame him for losing his shit if I died that many times playing Elden Ring live. Holy shit, dude.
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame. And to his credit, this is like his first Souls games. The dude is going at this shit raw and learning as he goes. He's doing a very good job, and he's taking it with good grace. But the fact that my man got so tilted, he had to go, okay, I can't do this by myself. I gotta call the professionals before I get toxic and start saying shit.
And start saying shit I'll actually regret. Like, no, I'll fucking swear and go all over the place with my language, but I want to before I cross the actual line, let me speak to my therapist. Okay, I get that.
I mean, props to the guy. That's the first time I've seen anybody do that ever, so congratulations.
Oh, yeah, no, and apparently, good news for him, after 99 hours of streaming and 1,070 deaths, he finally beat Elden Ring.
He did.
Yeah,
he actually sat down and had a long conversation with his fans about basically how this game has changed his life. And I'm like, yes.
You know, congratulations to Kai Cenat, because, after that much frustration, if I was losing my mind that hard, which I'm not going to lie, I almost do, I would be seeking therapy too, and I would be like, no, I have met God in this stream, and I have seen his splendor and his wrath.
My man went through some shit. He called his actual stream convenient after hours of struggles.
Oh my god. Wow.
He went through some shit. But he did it, and congratulations to him. I gotta give them a prop, putting his money to work. And yeah, he does not stop. He streamed for almost 100 hours straight. The dude put like his life on the line. And the actual therapist told him, don't let it put you in a defeated headspace, because then you'll continuously feel defeated. You're going to get outside. You're going to hang out with your friends. And it just continues for a while. And wow.
Like,
The dude needed his doctor to go, let me get a quick reality check before I start throwing shit around and break my $1,000 gaming share.
like
or whatever.
remember, you can touch grass. You can stop at any time, but you have a commitment. But what you're going to do is you'll finish this up, and then you will give yourself a well-earned rest kind of fucking thing. Yeah,
and he did. Props to the guy.
Good for him.
Congratulations in every way, shape, or form. He did it.
Now give us your money, Kai.
Oh
No, motherfucker apparently made $442,000 off of that stream without counting whatever his sponsorship deals are. So that was just him on Kick.
Yeah. I mean, hey, props to the guy. He did his work. He's doing it right. And if he's lucky, he will not be involved in horrible controversy because this guy is so popular, there is multiple articles from multiple media outlets covering his insane Elden Ring journey. Be like Kai Cenat. Get really angry at video games instead of real people.
Exactly. Be a man. Pick up a controller. Don't beat your wife. Fight the gods of God of War. Fucking hell.
Men will literally go to the Shadow Earth tree and destroy the Order of the Golden Ring and die countless times in a cycle of death and rebirth instead of going to therapy.
Except
and men
for
will
Kai.
be like, you don't understand. This is the therapy.
And then there's Kai, who actually went to therapy anyway while fighting the gods. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Apologies for taking over a bit on this one. I didn't realize how much energy I had left, but I gotta turn in. It is a bit late, and I actually gotta eat something before I drop.
Go eat, go sleep. Can we expect you this Saturday on Los Amigos Play?
You will, in fact, see me this Saturday on Los Amigos Play, as we will be continuing the journey of Naked Snake in the Jungle. Yeah, completely uncensored tactical espionage action. You can't see me right now, but I'm wiggling my eyebrows like a hungry. All right, everybody. Thank you for having me here. Sorry if I got a little ahead of myself.
Angel, your final thoughts on the topic.
Well, what is there to say? You had the American dream, and you threw it away. Remember, Conrad, you have no one to blame but yourself. The game wasn't rigged. You loaded your own dice, and then you got snake eyes. Eat shit.
Perfect. Perfect way to end it there, Angel. We'll see you
Thank
Saturday.
you for your time. I'll be seeing you all later, and take good care now.
Eat something, go the fuck to sleep.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You see that, this wonderful motherfucker, he'll get on a pedestal for 9 hours straight if you leave him on it, but he can't do that shit on an empty stomach and zero sleep. That's one of the reasons why we've got to continue growing our channel in order for us to be able to help liberate Angel. In order to help liberate us over here. But Angel most of all, because this motherfucker has to drive from one side of the county all the way to another for his 9 to 5. It's a nightmare. I don't wish that on anybody. The commute is a nightmare, let alone the work. But you know what? That's why we appreciate every single one of you guys for sticking with us over here. Alex VA in the chat. Why does why does he look like G.I. Joe? Oh, fucking Dr. Disrespect with his square fucking looking head. Oh my god, you're right. The Joseph Santos, he has a perfect.
Holy crap.
He has a perfectly cylinder shaped. Seriously, you would never fucking recognize the guy. You'd think that he was some jarhead who happens to like Freddie Mercury and just fucking going about his business. Why would you do that to yourself? Jesus God in heaven, what the hell? The Joseph Sands is also saying, but if he really was sexting, the law could get involved. It's reasonable to expect a criminal investigation. With that mustache, he has resting guilty face at a good start. Ow! Oh, fuck. I'm guessing the reason why the fuzz weren't involved is namely because number one, our criminal justice system is a joke, and number two, he didn't actually go to meet with anyone, which is what the cops are actually interested in, as horseshit as it is. They don't like trying to catch people in the middle of doing the crime unless they're setting you up for it. What they like to do is they like to catch people after the crime's already been done. So that's the actual issue. And even then, if there was any involvement of there being someone who was underage who might have been sexually predated upon, they'll still be like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, we'll just we'll get on that right away, and not actually fucking do anything. Because they don't, because the fucking cops don't like doing their actual work. They just like beating up poor people. Anyway, ladies, thoughts over here, because we are going to start wrapping up soon. And Alex VA was also saying our teams here are in Pennsylvania are ass, so I vote for Cheetan. So Alex VA says Cheetan would win over Gritty. So all right, ladies, thoughts, your input, your ideas on all this shit. The people still trying to stick up for him. His fuck ups over here. I need more than just Angel's voice up in this shit.
Well, again, I'm not surprised that people are still sticking up for them. Because again, like I mentioned before, some people end up becoming blinded to their should I say their god, their idol? Because honestly, the fact that they keep putting him on a pedestal and then saying, no, that's totally wrong. You know, he didn't do that, even if, you know, there's clearly evidence.
He clearly did.
Yeah.
Oh, but if he did it, then it doesn't mean he's, if he did it, then that means that it was okay that he did it. Or he really
yeah, but if anyone else does it, then exactly. No. Instant wrong. They walk in a gray line. They can do no wrong.
God, no.
So they only have the exception and not anyone else who does this.
God
so,
damn. Just a ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that's why it's never good to have blinders on and blindly follow someone, because in the end you just look really stupid. And it seems like you actually encourage the behavior, saying, oh, yeah, no, if someone does that, no, it's fine. It's fine.
It's not that bad, people. She was only 17 years, 11 months, 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 seconds.
Now,
59 minutes old.
Another thing I could say is on the internet, or even like in person, it is really difficult to know the exact age of someone unless you see their ID, but also it could be a fake ID. So that's another thing we also have to consider is exactly like, were they lying about how old they were? Were they actually, you know, of age, but they wanted someone to get in trouble? So they said, oh yeah, no, I was 17. You know, there's also that.
Yeah, it could very easily have been a sting like that. Like, so,
no, I'm not saying that he's in the right. No, that is another possibility.
No,
again, you know how many times we go to fucking cons and we're talking with people and somehow age comes up and they're like, oh yeah, I'm 16. And I'm just like,
no.
Damn, they look like they were 12. And you know, no, it's not even anything bad. It's just you're you're geeking out about, you know, a favorite character, a favorite game. You never will know exactly how old people are. And that's why it's getting so
it's
so
getting
difficult.
So weird and so
it's getting weird because now younger people, especially with, you know, better makeup, and now, you know, it's easier to get makeup, people look much older than they are. Yeah. Especially when they're younger. So it's hard on both sides, because unless you literally ask, you never know if you're talking to a younger person.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. Like if you're at a con or something, in the chat, let me see here. Matthew Coburn is over here saying like maybe they should have an age tag at cons or something. Like, yeah,
I think so. I really do think so. And you have to give them the ID. Like, and you know how you can like tell if an ID is fake?
Yeah.
They should train the volunteers on that too, just to be safe.
Just to be on the lookout too.
Fun fact, there are ways to do that. Two ways. Number one, and I'm actually glad that they do this. Also, Lisa Boo's in the chat. Hey up, Lisa Boo. Sorry you're almost done. We'll have to rewatch the stream. We appreciate you showing up in any case here, Lisa Boo. Thank you so much. Always such a wonderful audience we've got. Holiday Matsuri, they've got the 18 plus wristband thing, but that's if you want to go into 18 plus events
But
at the
that's also a wristband. And, you know, people get creative. They can actually slide their hands out. So
they can try to, yeah. But like
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's the staff actually putting the wristband on and they cinch that thing on you.
good. Okay, good.
Like there's that, and also there is hardware and software that you can actually get for like checking if an ID is fake or not. It's like it's basically works on the same way as if you were using your ID when you're going to a hospital or you're going to the DMV, where they actually have a little slide bit on there and it just reads the thing real quick. It doesn't have to actually read whether or not you have your information or if you have speeding tickets or nothing, but they've got software where you can verify if that's a real state-issued ID card of some kind. Whether it's
Good. I do think that more cons should have that as a precaution because, again, people will lie. What underage person has not tried to drink or sneak into an 18 plus thing?
I mean, fuck on.
Yeah. But online is completely different. Anyone can lie online. There is no fact check to say, oh, yeah, no, I'm actually this age. No, you can fake your birth date on there, on anywhere. So it's online, it gets super difficult.
It can be very iffy and yiffy and very nuts. Let me take a look.
So that's why I say, like, if that person was indeed a minor, nope, no. But if they end up finding out that they lied that they were a minor, that's we've seen it happen to people before and falsely accused.
Unfortunately, yeah, we've seen people fucking like we know of folks over in the con community who have hooked up with minors and gotten away with it, and B, been set up with folks saying like, oh well, this person hooked up with a minor and the minor was in on the fucking gag and fucking saying like, oh well, they did this and
because some people want to ruin other people's reputation.
Yep.
Yeah. So like they're
and what better way to do than this?
Let me take a look also, real quick. Alex VA also said, Dr. Disrespect deadass rolled a D20 and got a negative 20 and fucked himself over. Well said. Well thoughts. Well said over here. The Joseph Santos, my thoughts in closing. There's a lot of vague language and speculation at play. If I'm going to say for a fact someone did the crime, I want something damning. Without the text.
You want hard evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes.
Not the he said, she said.
Yep.
Right. Let me take a look, and there's also Lisa Boo saying, and yes, they have new IDs here in Canada. See, like, there's ways to fucking check that stuff. And like, I was just pulling this up to see if I could find an example of some kind of software. Like, there's literally like free software that you can download that you scan on your smartphone for doing like ID verification, like verifying whether or not if that's a legitimate identifier. Like there's Identify, there's ID ID analyzer, there's freeware, there's automated software, there's even AI driven ID software, but I don't fuck with that because that can be fucked with. With Persona, for example, there's other like conventions can have that. We're talking about stuff in person, but online over the internet, like we're saying over here, that can always be a little
that can be faked.
Exactly, because like it's the same problem with kids who are underage going to adult websites. Like they'll fucking fake their age, but
or clubs.
Yeah, no,
or nightclubs.
Yeah.
If the nightclubs aren't doing their shit right, yeah. Or if the bouncer's in on it and they're getting some action on the side for some stupid reason or some way, shape, or form, then yeah. But like in the digital world and something like this, especially since Twitch Whispers was only text messaging, it's only IRC chat text between people. There's no way to send photos or video content to anyone via Twitch in the text in the chat, and there wasn't any way via Twitch Whispers at the time either. So yeah, it's still words, but at the same time, them fucking words were enough to warrant this much scrutiny. So fuck. No, I get exactly what you mean here, ladies. Jose, how about yourself?
Oh man, oh man, oh man,
Oh, no.
You know what? I was honestly thinking that we were going to get a development of this guy in perhaps by next Saturday. I was shocked at the frequency of how fast like all this shit is piling up on Dr. Disrespect.
On Mr. Beam.
And Mr. Beam. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like my humor.
You did good, Jose. You did good.
So I really don't have much to say about him. He pretty much dug his own grave, and mentioning the fact that you didn't get arrested because you didn't do anything that's technically legal, that's not a flex to be had, my guy. Like, no, that's a big, big no-no. And I honestly hope it stopped. I honestly hope it doesn't stop there. I don't want this guy to make a fucking dollar amount. Like
not 1 red cent, nothing further.
Not 1 cent from any of his enterprises because of this shit. Because whether he legit did it or not, that hasn't been confirmed yet. But you're not doing yourself. Well, no, he confirmed it himself. My bad. I'm sorry.
He confirmed that he did say this shit and he was talking inappropriately.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
Like,
but I didn't get arrested and there weren't any charges.
Yeah, no. What?
Happened.
I know. I got caught up in my own rant. My point being is, he fucking dug his own grave. There's really not much else to say about this guy. And fuck anybody who would stand up and try to defend him or people like him.
No, seriously, that kind of ridiculous freaking behavior, it's not needed anymore. It's why are we trying to stand up for this guy when even he's fucking saying he's being an idiot?
Exactly.
Why? Because he didn't fucking do anything. Why? Because he wasn't arrested? Because there wasn't any physical contact? Because there wasn't any actual fucking way around it? Like,
congratulations, you escaped from getting handcuffed. You're still a terrible person.
Fantastic. Unreal. Unfucking real. Doofus. Like, that's the bar that we have to stand by. That's the bar that we have to defend and stand praise and high heaven for somebody who acted like a freaking idiot. Yeah. Well done. Let me take a look over here. The rest of the chat. Here's Mojo. Here's my take. Doc never said he didn't know that the individual wasn't a minor, and I'm pretty sure he could have added that. So, meaning he fucking knew. The Joseph Santos. People don't want their ages displayed at conventions. They didn't spend all that time and money just to add something tacky. You should see this kick-ass Godzilla I found. Age tags would look funny. Like it's more like an indicator whether you're above age or underage kind of thing.
Yes.
Which
for safety reasons.
Yeah, easy. Like there's nothing wrong with having that shit on there, and it would be like a hole punch in your badge or a different color wristband if it's a day pass or something printed into the badge itself. Like, oh, this is for someone who's underage, then there's that one. They're like, well, we already have kids sales pricing. Yeah, that's for like minors under 12 or whatever. Then you have the squiffy range of 13 to 17, where you should have like rated T for teen fucking sticker on the badge. Maybe that's one way of doing it that way. Matthew Coburn. Wish we'd had the IDs from Quantum Leap. They're holographic. You move in the pictures of you from all sides. Yeah, and Genie Rick made their way into the chat. Hey up, Genie Rick. Welcome to the Blackfiles. So sorry for the late entry, guys. At work and hectic night, need the Ravens flock. Well, we appreciate you being with us over here. You're welcome to watch this from the beginning on the replay when we're out of here. Yeah, no, like.
Let me go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, Isaiah. Yes, please.
Oh no. You were. I was gonna do my usual shtick, but no, you continue, please.
No, like what I was going to say here was pretty straightforward. It's that like when it comes to conventions and badges and all that stuff, it depends on the conventions. It depends on the type of events. It depends on whether or not they think it's a good idea to implement that for their event. And then there's also going to be, unfortunately, people who are going to try to swap with their grown-up friends, or they're going to try and see if they can edge the system, or like, oh, hey, dude, come on, let me just go ahead and get an adult badge. Come on, putty. Like, no. Sorry, there's I get that, and I get the appeal to having that like age range distinction thing going on in the at conventions. It's gonna have some kind of pushback, but you know what? If that's something that
Safety.
yeah,
Safety.
if it's a matter of security, it's a matter of safety, then I don't see any issue with it myself. Now, Jose, you said you were going to say something else as well?
Oh no, I was gonna do my usual plugs here for tomorrow night.
Oh, well, I was going to let you know, okay, in that case, what can we expect on tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind?
For tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here at YouTube and Kick, where me and my esteemed colleague, my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arauz, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Tomorrow night, we're going to be returning to our regular format. We do have some banger main events that we're going to discuss, including Sean Spears going one-on-one against NXT champion Trick Williams.
In a non-title match.
In a non-title match. And the 2 champions tagging together for one night only. Will Ospreay, the international champion, teaming up with Swerve Strickland, the world champion. Can these 2 coexist?
I hate you. Why do you have to say it that corny ass way? I hate you so much, Jose.
And of course, folks, we have plenty to discuss for tomorrow night's TNA for TNA Impact as they continue their qualifying matches for heading towards Slammiversary. Plenty more to come tomorrow night.
Appreciate it there, Joe. Thank you very much for that. Ladies, any final thoughts on your end? Anything else you wish to? No?
We're good.
All right. In that case, I'll go ahead and I'll give my final words, and I'll go ahead and start wrapping us up as well. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect, you fucked around, you found out, and you fucked up. And there's no bones about it. You fucked up, and owning it is one thing, but don't, like, for the love of God, if you've got any sense, don't let people try to fucking equivocate, and don't equivocate on yourself as well either, for the love of God. We get it. You weren't arrested. There are no charges. Congratulations. You're still scum. You're still an asshole for doing it. It's like with fucking, what's his face? Fucking, what's that idiot's name? Bill Maher. Right. Fucking, he fucking has, like, he's a freaking 70-year-old dude who still thinks he's 30, smoking weed in California, like, oh, well, I still have, like, trying to be, like, ultimate contrarian on his fucking show, and he still thinks, oh, getting with, a hot 17-year-old or hot 16-year-old is cool or whatever, but, like, no, fuck off. No, that's stupidity. That kind of dumbass mentality is brain rot of the highest order. So everybody that I fucking put on blast, even the fucking idiots in the comments, in the chat, fuck you for going on that kind of fucking rant, trying to equivocate this shit. Fucking idiot quartering, fucking idiots geeks and gamers, fucking Melanie Mac, you dumb broad, what the fuck? Eat a fucking carrot, do some fucking push-ups, you silly, womanly, dumbass you. And, like, fucking, like, all these other guys, John De La Rose, fucking, Grums even, like, every one of these people who are fucking trying to actually come to his defense on this shit, y'all are disgusting. Well, also at the same time, under the same breath, oh, by the way, the trans are trying to gay up and trans are get, like, fuck you for that shit. Motherfucking get some actual fucking standards, not this back-ass words, dumbass and ass asshole dumb shit. Fuck, I'm tired of that stupidity. That's why I don't like talking about those guys. But when it comes up, when these fucking guys are the usual suspects come into this kind of shit and trying to fucking make more of it and trying to make it about themselves and make their own fucking money on it, I've got no choice but to call them out and call them out for being the dicks that they are. That's what I'm stand for, and that's where I stand on it. Even Vito, he's a fucking psychopath, but he has standards. How the hell can you have worse standards than our boy Vito? What the shit star scream? That being said, fucking hell. What, like... Mr. Beam, get yourself set up in an IRA, a well-paying Roth IRA that you can pull out of, and fucking get yourself set up with an index fund. Just retire, live off of the profits on your index fund, go touch grass of the actual grass variety. You silly, stupid, square-headed man, you. And trust me, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the last that we hear of Dr. Disrespect or of his idiocy of people trying to stand up for him. But you better believe that if there are going to be any new developments on this story or in any other stories in the darker side of nerd and pop culture, you better believe that we'll cover it here on this show, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arauz. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button over there and that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock. Humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Angel Mendez, xeiana Rose cosplay, Dragonfang cosplay, and Jose Casabona, I am Juan Arauz. This has been the Black Files, and we are